Every living entity on this earth is trying to grow to its full potential. It doesn't matter if it's a tree, a caterpillar, a fish, or a human being. The advantage that human beings have over other creatures is that, for whatever reason, we seem to be connected to the field of consciousness more, and this connection allows us to be more self-aware. Being more self-aware allows us to live with intention and purpose. This means that we can create and live the life that we have imagined for ourselves. This creates the questions: how come more people are not creating life the way they want it? And why are more people not living purposefully and intentionally? The short answer is, we have become disconnected from our own internal energy and power. As a result, we have become conditioned to live the life that has been given to us instead of standing up and going after the life that we truly desire. We are all under the illusion that we have time. The time to do the things we want to do, the time to see the places we want to see, and the time to become the person we want to be. The reality is that we don't know how much time we have left. We could be gone next week or live until we are 90 years old. Either way, we'll get to a point where there won't be any more time left to live the life you have always wanted. Do not fear dying. There is nothing that can be done about death. It will inevitably come for us all at some point. Instead, fear not living while you had the chance. The real concern for life is not getting as much out of it as you could have while you had the opportunity to do so. When someone dies, the things that hurt the most are the things that were never said and the things that were never done while we had the chance to do them, because we thought we had more time. We have become afraid of the growing pains required to reach our full potential and evolve to our fullest capacity. We have become afraid of the hard work required to go from where we are to get to where we want to be. We have become afraid of the discomfort, adversity, challenges, tribulations, and the resistance that will inevitably come along our individual paths to greatness. All growth is painful. Think back to when you were a kid and your body was growing. I'm sure you could still remember the pain associated with it. When you get older and you want to grow your muscles, it's a painful process to push against resistance as hard as you can, tearing muscle fibers in the process. When they are getting repaired and growing, they are sore and painful. There is no avoiding the pain required to grow, just like there is no avoiding the tuition you must pay for what you don't know. The next level as you is on the other side of that pain and discomfort. Physical growth is painful. Mental growth is painful. Emotional growth is painful. Spiritual growth is painful. Not growing at all is the most painful of all. There is no growth without effort. We are responsible for the amount of effort we put in. We cannot get to the peak of the mountain by sitting there and wishing it was closer, or wishing that someone else would carry us up to the top. It is up to each one of us to get to where we want to go with one grueling step at a time. Or accept that without that hard work and effort, we will always stay exactly where we are and never get to where we might have been. One of my favorite speakers, Jim Rohn, once said, "We must all suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is, discipline weighs ounces, while regret weighs tons." The process of growing, developing, evolving, and optimizing yourself is not easy. No one has ever said that this work is easy. But we must keep in mind that that which is easy is never worth it. Easy come, easy go. The things that demanded the most out of you, the things that required the most energy and effort, are the things that you are the most proud of in your life. The things that were given to you or handed to you have little to no significance. We need to stop running from challenges and start running towards them. We must be willing to pay the price of doing what we need to do in order to get to where we want to be. It is possible to become a fully developed, holistic, self-actualized human being if we are willing to lean into the adversity and resistance and difficulties that we face in order to learn from them and grow from them. Wayne Dyer once said, "Everything is either an opportunity to grow or an obstacle to keep you from growing, and you get to choose." When we inherit the victim mindset that is culturally passed down, all we see is obstacles and problems in life. When we adopt the growth mindset, all we see is opportunity and solutions. We see every day and all the events that come with it as opportunities for growth. We live and we learn. We live and we let live. We are on our own individual paths, using life to become our very best. We lean into life instead of away from it. Let me finish with a powerful quote from Terence McKenna. "Nature loves courage. You make the commitment, and nature will respond to that commitment by removing impossible obstacles. Dream the impossible dream, and the world will not grind you under, it will lift you up." This is the trick. This is what all these teachers and philosophers who really counted, who really touched the alchemical gold, this is what they understood. This is the shamanic dance under the waterfall. This is how magic is done, by hurling yourself into the abyss and discovering that it's a giant featherbed. It is up to us to live the life we want. We owe it to ourselves not to settle for anything less. The price to pay for settling is more than any of us can afford. Before it's time to go, make sure you have lived this life and loved this life as much as possible. Make damn sure that you have squeezed out every drop you possibly could have. Go through the growing pains of life with a smile, because you know without them you would not grow, you would not progress, you would not be what you are today, and you would not see what you are truly capable of becoming. If you take life head on, handling any and every challenge that arises and doing the best you possibly can with them, you will be rewarded with a remarkable gift. A life of no regrets. Do not fear the growing pains of life. You are stronger than you think and more powerful than you can imagine. Take charge of your life and see what kind of masterpiece that you can create.